So I was doing some studying today, and I just thought of like back in the day and kind of now, I used to and still do listen to a lot of like self improvement stuff. So like Andrew Huberman, uh, I guess Joe Rogan's not really self improvement, but like lots of self improvement sort of podcasters, I guess. Um, and I always used to get told by my parents and stuff that like, oh, you shouldn't be just listening to that stuff. It's like you're numbing your brain and like you're just like all this stuff about like you're rotting your brain, you're wasting your time. And I was just sitting there studying and I was like I usually use like I don't know some 40 hertz binaural beats because I heard about that on Andrew Huberman that it helps you focus. Um, and I was like undistracted and everything and I just like realized that all the things that I do in my life are just little like micro habits that I've picked up from like sort of constantly listening to these positive role models. And everyone's always told me that like listening to stuff is a negative thing and like it's absolutely not. I highly recommend, like especially if you're not like keen on taking action, if you're just like in that phase of your life like I used to be in where it's like you're just kind of like stuck in school, don't really know what to do. You're like you want to do some things with your life, but you're just stuck. You're just in school every single day. And then you get home and it's just like you don't even know what to do, you don't know where to start. Easiest thing, like it's not even like a task, just switch from like listening to like some degenerate rap or whatever to just listening to like some educational podcast. Like listen to Andrew Huberman's podcast on sleep and you'll learn that like melatonin is not that effective, so don't take melatonin. Just like random things like that you just kind of remember. And then in conversation, people are like, you're just talking about a conversation, and all of a sudden you have like that spark of like, oh yeah, I learned about that the other day, and you can just spit some information, and it's like people are just always like, how do you know this stuff? How do you know this stuff? It's like, well, you're constantly listening to like valuable information rather than just stupid, worthless music. You know what I mean? Or nothing, like listening to like random people that you know. Yeah. Yeah, it just I realized that all of those like wasted hours of listening to content were most definitely not wasted hours. I picked up so many useful hacks and like ways to do things more effectively, ways to work more effectively, ways to learn more effectively. Like so many just random details that make your life better by listening to like these educational podcasts. Like it's completely unreal that not everybody does this. Like it's not even hard either. Like yeah, definitely you can use it to avoid your problems and stuff. And it sort of is similar to just like doom scrolling, but it's definitely not as negative on your attention span as like scrolling Instagram reels. And it definitely has a more positive benefit on your intelligence than scrolling Instagram reels. So yeah, I don't know. Just popped in my head like I was just sitting there like after studying for an hour, undistracted, just like chilling, and it wasn't even hard work. Like I was learning difficult math that my peers struggle with, and it was completely fine. And it was just completely focused, undistracted, and I was chilling. And I sat back after an hour, and I was like, man, I'm so grateful for the life that I have, for the tools that I've been given, all this free information just right at my fingertips. Like I've been meditating, I've been gratitude journaling for like years at this point. Like I'm good. I feel good in my life, and it's definitely not from listening to like stupid music or like teachers or anything like that. It Nobody in my life taught me how to meditate. Nobody in my life taught me how to gratitude journal. These things all came from the internet, and you know, to some degree, it's that damn phone that kind of keeps you in that down phase of your life, but it's that damn phone that can really get you out of it too. So, yeah, if you're in that stage where you're just either watching or listening to like content you don't really know what to do, you're kind of stuck like I was like grade 10, grade 9. Um don't feel bad. Those little things you'll just remember. You'll be like, "Oh yeah, I heard that one time. Maybe I should try that." You know? It's just the first step to taking action. So, don't feel bad if you're watching or listening to a bunch of content. Um as long as it's positive and, educational content, I feel like that's a, not a, like a respectable thing, but like it'll definitely help you. Don't think that it's just a waste of time. Don't listen to people who tell you that it's a waste of time. Honestly, listening to that stuff is usually better than even conversing with people your own age, because people your own age who also don't listen to that stuff are pretty unintelligent too. Not saying that I'm intelligent by any means. I'm only 17 years old and I am still like miles behind where I'm supposed to be. But yeah, I mean, I'd like to think that I'm more intelligent than the average man, but you know, you can differ with me. I think everybody thinks they're more intelligent than average, so that's probably fine thing to think. Um, but yeah, don't feel bad. And if you're not listening to positive content like that, start. Because if you're going to be listening to content anyway or watching content or whatever, if you're going to be watching content anyway, you might as well just make it some positive, like, you know, like watch some Jordan Welsh videos or something like that, instead of Mr. Beast. You know what I mean? Or like Iman Gaji, something like that. Just to like sort of get your ticker ticking about what's like really out there and to get those micro habits forming. So, yeah. Hope this was a valuable video. Just something that I realized. Have a good day.